Every day in Krishna consciousness is blissful. Every day in Krishna consciousness is like a new day. Even though the events may seem to be repetitive, but everything is always fresh. This is Krishna consciousness. How we face our day-to-day dealing with the material energy. We have to be strong spiritually. That is the only solution. Arjuna, what he faced in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, what we have is not really as challenging. Arjuna faced so much lamentation, so much anguish, because he does not want to fight. He does not want to fight against his kinsman. So the main message of Bhagavad Gita is how to act in Krishna consciousness, not be attached to the result. If we do something which is for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord and only meant for Him without any ulterior desire for the devotee who wish to offer such service, then Krishna will accept 100%. But if there is reservation, it's very rare to do service without any condition, unconditional. Usually we'll ask, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? What do I get from this? What do I get from Krishna consciousness? With the association of devotees, or coming to festivals. It's like every day is a festival for us here in Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada says, yes, we can have festival every day. But are we be able to cope? Are we be able to be the same the next day? If every day is Ratha Yatra, then the next day still joyfully perform. Yes. Krishna consciousness purifies our heart. It is. Engaging in Krishna conscious activities purifies our heart. It's like chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, or having darshan of the Lord, or doing some practical service for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. So, in Krishna consciousness, everything is voluntary. Because in love of God, there's no such thing as force. We should force ourselves, yes, push ourselves for that purification, but it doesn't depend. Ultimately, it's up to Krishna. We can only do our part of the agreement, and eventually the spiritual master will engage us accordingly. But everyone has to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. No one is exempted. No one is exempted to not to chant. Oh, except we've heard one devotee in Vrindavan. When he met Srila Prabhupada, he gave Prabhupada 1 rupee coin. So 1 rupee, well, what is the value of 1 rupee? 1 rupee, what can 1 rupee buy? Can it buy a house or a car? So 1 rupee. 1 rupee is symbolic. That means when he gave 1 rupee to Srila Prabhupada, he gave everything. He gave everything to Srila Prabhupada. His very self. So one day, Prabhupada was walking parikrama, and he heard a devotee singing some Vaishnava song, Bengali melody, Vaishnava song. So he asked, who is this? Who is this singing? And then the devotee walking along with Srila Prabhupada says, this is Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu. He would cook the sweets and also the offerings to the Supreme Lord. So while he was cooking, he was chanting. His practically 24 hours is engaged. He's the earliest to rise up, and he's also the last one to take rest. He gets up by like 2:30 or something, and then is fully engaged. So the disciple of Srila Prabhupada says, yes, he's like this at all times. The Prabhupada says, okay, then he doesn't have to chant his rounds. He doesn't have to chant his rounds. He's the only one, the Prabhupada says, he doesn't have to chant his rounds. But he did. He still chanted his rounds, so many rounds, every day. And he's not a sannyasi. He doesn't hold any high position in our movement, but everyone knows him. Everyone knows his kindness. When they enter into his room, he'll have the same spiritual vibration that you will feel like being in front of the deities in the temple. The room became like an extension of the temple. So vibrant, so effulgent. Maha garlands will come to him. So they will decorate that. And many of his god brothers, sannyasis, gurus, GBCs, they all know him. Because in this way he became famous. He was doing service all the time. One time he was serving Charnamrita because he cannot cook anymore. So to have you receive the Charnamrita from Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu, he will take your hand, take it by the hand, and then very lovingly will give the Charnamrita. So devotees would give him present, like what do you call that? Spoons, chamas. This chamas?
Yeah.
Yes. I know a little Hindi. And he would give them as gifts. So Krishna consciousness is not just for the sannyasis or the gurus. Krishna consciousness is for everyone, especially for the grihastas. In the age of Kali, grihasta ashram is the best ashram, because you will learn in this platform how to become detached. Maharaj, I cannot be detached. I'm so attached. No, you can be detached by utilizing everything in the service of Krishna, whatever you may have. Either you have opulence, either you have time, you have energy, whatever you can contribute to spread Krishna consciousness. It will be eternally beneficial for you. Krishna has unlimited servants. What is our service will do to have Krishna be more happy or satisfied? But he wants to see our sincerity. The sincerity means our focus, our determination, our wanting to have Krishna as the center of our life. Let him be the chariot driver. Whatever he wants us to go, we just follow along. Not all the time the ride is pleasant. Sometimes there's also a vehicle accident, even in the royal road. Everything is meant for our purification. Whatever happens to us is meant for our own good. Krishna will always want to see the best for us. We may not see it, but somebody else can tell us, can describe it for us. That's why in ISKCON, Siksha Guru is more prominent as well. The Siksha Guru. There are different kinds of gurus. We're reading that this morning, today. There's a person who introduced you to Krishna, the first person. That is also your guru. Bhatma Pradakshina Guru. The one who gave you the initiation, Nam Diksha, the Mahamantra. Receiving the Mahamantra from a bona fide spiritual master will have the full effect for the disciple if he received through Parampara Guru, disciplic succession. And being Guru in ISKCON is a big responsibility. A genuine Guru, when we say Guru, he must be genuine. Like our Guru Maharaj, genuine representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can solve all the problems. We're talking about that this afternoon, this morning, and Red Deer. Red Deer. Yes, there is also Siksha Guru. Siksha Guru gives instruction to help the recipient of the instruction to make further advancement in Krishna consciousness. There's the same same service, same responsibility. If one accepts a devotee for being a disciple and giving instruction, it's the same result as the one who gave the mantra, Diksha. Actually, sometimes the Siksha Guru becomes more prominent than the Diksha Guru, because the Diksha Guru is not around all the time. He's traveling all the time to give Krishna consciousness to others. Yes. No one is fully independent in Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is being dependent on Lord Krishna. That's what it means. Being dependent on Lord Krishna and his pure devotee. No one can say, I'm fully independent. No, that's not possible. Once he thinks that he's like that, then that is demoniac nature. That is demoniac. That is not divine nature. That's demoniac, means going against the principles of Dharma, or not adhering towards the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam says, if one wants to be happy without acknowledging that there is a Supreme Controller of everything, nothing happens by chance. Everything is fully calculated. Not until he accepts that, then he cannot be happy. He cannot be happy. One will become bewildered. One will become dissatisfied. One will not find any fulfillment in life. Only in Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is applying what we've learned from Lord Krishna through the Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, from the disciplic succession, from Srila Prabhupada, from our Guru Maharaj, from the sadhus, from the Vedas. This is the beginning of surrender. Beginning of surrender in Krishna consciousness is hearing from the right source, hearing from the Vedas. When we hear from the right source, then we are protected, we are secured by misunderstanding about the scripture. There are three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance in the material world, and everyone is governed by the modes of material nature. These are the predominating energy in the material world, and everyone can be under these three modes of material nature. So we have to get out of this jurisdiction of Maya. Every action that we perform, if it has in connection with Lord Krishna, then there is no more karma. And any actions which pertaining to myself, to my family, to my friends, to my loved ones, then there is a reaction, karma, that either we have to suffer or enjoy the result. But in Krishna consciousness, we are not attached. We're not supposed to be attached to the result. Whatever the result is, it's always good. Beyond goodness. Even though seemingly, oh, it's not favorable to my liking. This is not what I expect it to be. I expect the best. Why Krishna is giving me a reversal. Something which I'm not expecting to have, to be. This is mercy. Krishna says, also, I take away everything that one is so much attached to. And when I take this away, I show this is my mercy. How is that? Taking away something that I'm attached to, or I like so much. But Krishna will take this away. Be ready for that. Oh, no, Krishna. No, I deserve better. I deserve better. Hare Krishna. Okay, it's almost 6 o'clock. Is there any question or comment? Yes, sir.
Maharaj, thank you for the... I was here for a short time. My apologies.
No.
But the question I have is, when I heard you talk about the Diksha Guru and also Shiksha Guru.
Yes.
We consider, actually, our initiating Guru or Diksha Guru is our eternal father.
Yeah.
So, what is the position of Shiksha Guru, Maharaj?
They are your eternal uncles.
Oh.
Uncle! They're the same. Your father and your uncle, they're the same. You treat the same as you would treat your father, the uncle.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're more prominent, isn't it? Because the father is away somehow.
So if I may continue to ask you, when we say Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado, so does that apply to our uncles too?
Yeah, when we say Guru, Si Gurum Vaisnavamsa, it's plural. Guru is one, but also divided into so many personalities. But Guru is one because all the teachings that Krishna is the source of everything. In details may differ, but the principle is the same. Krishna is God, we're all His servants, and we're all meant to serve Him. And through bona fide representative of the Supreme Lord, the Spiritual Master, we get reconnected. He reconnects us again through the disciplic succession. So, yes, Nam Diksha, that means is very prominent in our life because he's the one who officially connects us to Krishna. But then the teachings, when it comes to teachings, we also may need help besides our Guru Maharaj. He has teachings for his disciples. Even 500 years ago, they will send their disciples to Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami is the greatest philosopher ever lived. So once they train up, then they'll go to their preaching places. Narottam Das Thakur, Shivash. nowadays also. But and when you have this Bhakti Sastri, you do Bhakti Sastri, right? Or Bhakti Vaibhav, yeah? Different levels of how to begin deepening our knowledge about Srila Prabhupada's books. So they are like teachers. The one who, the Siksha Guru is not the same. Simultaneously, yes and no. Because they tell you the import of the Siddhanta of the scriptures. But the Siksha Guru is a little different. He takes care of you all the way. Not just part-time. We were talking about Achut Mohan Prabhu, part-time devotee. Who is a part-time devotee here? Who is a part-time devotee? No, there's no such thing as part-time. Either you're practicing or you don't practice. Part-time is not really part-time because those who live in the temple, like the sannyasis, the brahmacharis, especially in India, we have a lot of brahmacharis. And this is one of our duties in Vrindavan, to take care of the brahmacharis. How do you take care of the brahmacharis? How do you take care of your children? You want to make sure they become Krishna conscious, isn't it? That's the goal. So everyone is an individual, and everyone has his own pace. Grihasthas also, you have your own speed. And depending on how you want to become more purified, then maybe you have to step down the accelerator. Right? The accelerator must be like pushed down a little bit towards to the floor. But you have to be careful because there are many offenses that one may commit while in the execution of bhakti. Now we can do bhakti in the mode of ignorance, mode of passion, mode of goodness, but it should be pure goodness. Pure goodness. So devotees should also, those who are grihasthas should also have Mangal Artik. It may not be the same standard as we do at the temple. We have 6 artiks a day. But if you can have at least 1 or maybe 2, a little better, right? 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening just before you retire. And the more you treat Krishna as Krishna himself in his deity form, then the more you'll have your relationship be uncovered. Do morning sadhana, get up early in the morning, 5 a.m. It's possible. Temple in Vrindavan is different timings also. So grihasthas, you have your own different timing, but everything should be compact. Everything should be there. No, what do you call this? Cutting. Huh? Shortcut.
Cutting the corners.
Cutting corners. You want to make it smooth, you know. But it's not. You have, in the beginning, it's not so easy. But once you become used to it, many devotees I stayed during my trip, they have Mangalarti. They don't miss the Mangalarti. Yeah. It's like you don't miss your meals, right? So you should not miss also all of these things. It's part of our growing up. Krishna consciousness is simple, because it's very practical. And Prabhupada says, Krishna consciousness is so simple, you may miss it. You may miss it. It's right there in front of us, Krishna. But we have to work hard to attain pure Krishna consciousness, pure devotional service. Prabhupada gave us everything, and we just have to apply it, develop it. Are there any questions or comments? Yes? Any question? Yes? One question. Then we go to the festival outside.
Krishna Maharaj. Maharaj, I want to ask, what is the difference between a mentor and the Shiksha Guru? Sometimes we consider a IVF mentor as a Shiksha Guru.
Yeah.
So, is it right to consider them
It's like simultaneously one and the same and different. Simultaneously one and different. Same and different. But the Shishya Guru is far more than monitor. But they help. Both. Monitor can see whether how many rounds you chanted, how many hours you read. That is good also. The Shiksha Guru is very powerful also. Powerful devotee. Monitor, you don't have to be powerful. But you can be powerful too. Yeah. They help. Monitors, they have to. Yeah. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ke? Jai Gaur Sitanath Premanande. Hari Om Tat Sat. Anyavad.
Haribol, let's thank Maharaj.